Weird, man. That's weird. Yeah, I mean, hey, it would just be a destination to check out, and I won't be living there. Just want to go there like once or twice. I feel like if you're employing people, especially at Warhammer World, you gotta really be, you know, pretty alright person. Who knows? There's nothing wrong with... What's wrong with female characters being leads? I just got support and I picked Gangplank. Oops. I mean, like, whatever Games Workshop wants to do with, like, you know, if you want to, like, bring in certain things, you know, like, I would say from my personal taste, my personal preference, as long as you stick to your guns and kind of, you know, go with what made the franchise popular to begin with, that's all you got to do. You just got to keep doing that. You know, you can introduce things that make sense. If you were to write things in and the writing made sense and everything, you know, whatever it may be. But I feel like a lot of companies have something great, and then they kind of look at it like, you know, let's, like, turn these things on their heads and kind of reinvent stuff. But it's so far gone from, like, what everyone liked initially that it just kind of kills it off, you know? Like, I'm a Warhammer fantasy guy. I'm a fantasy guy, so I'm not really big on the 40k thing, but, like, I can understand why people maybe don't like certain things. Either way, it's good nostalgia for me. Pretty sure they're doing, I think the last time I heard of anything from, like, Amazon... Does anyone know if Henry Cavill's show is still coming out? Is it supposed to be about Titus? Is that it? Because I think there was one where, they're doing, like, a, not Black Mirror, it's... What is it? What's the anthology series on Netflix? What is that called? They're doing like a not Black Mirror. Love, Death, and Robots. They're supposed to be doing a Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah, there's a lot of drama. I mean, that's what everyone hams it up to be on YouTube and shit about, like, shows coming out and things getting canceled. But they did confirm that there is, obviously, an animation coming out. It looks like the guy who did, Space Marine, or, sorry, Astartes. The guy who did Astartes, it just looks good, I don't know. It's supposed to be, an episode of, Space Marines killing, like, Tzeentch things, cultists. So who knows? Secret level. No, GW has that guy, yeah. Yeah, it's one episode out of, like, I don't know, 20 that they're doing. It's supposed to be a Love, Death, and Robots styled show, but it's based on video games or, like, gaming, you know, franchises. Really? How did you find that? How did you find that out? That's interesting. Lol. Really? I didn't know that. Damn. I mean, I guess when you... They probably wanted so many things from that guy. Like, oh, you have to do it this way, you have to do it this way. Creative freedom That's kind of why a lot of the old Games Workshop stuff I love, where it was one guy doing Astartes. Yeah, there was a lot of the old artwork out of the earlier codexes are kind of a good example of, like, I guess how laid back Games Workshop was at one point with stuff. Whereas I feel like now, I guess in the art specifically, you can really see how they strain artists to just kind of create things that exactly represent the miniatures. Whereas, you know, way back when, you might have a lot of flavor art with, like, different trinkets and helmet designs and things that aren't in the miniatures, but they bring you into the world more, right? So I'm sure it's the same deal with, like, their animations and whatnot. Like, everything very tight-knit representations, little flavor. It needs to look like something we've produced, or we can't show it off. Oh, wow. Interesting. Well, hey, whatever it is, man, I mean, seems like it wasn't fun for the guy. And I mean, I don't think you can do anything, like, I wonder how they still treat artists on...
Work to do. Get on it.
Wanted, thank you, buddy. I wonder how they still treat artists on YouTube, because, like, I think at one point GW was kind of cracking down on people doing animations. Basically, like, chopping them out completely, saying you work for us or you work doing nothing. Right? I wonder if that's still a thing. I'm not sure if it is. GW might be run by Satan. I don't know. It feels like... Dave Raposa? No, I don't think that guy has. I mean, you'll get this guy. It's fine. He's dead. It's just interesting for, like, an IP to be so vast and creative, and most of it's written or, like, physical hobbying. It's very, very hands-on, very, you know, creative and artsy and stuff like that, but they seem to be very strict with a lot of, what they want to show off. Very restrictive. Okay. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's whatever, man. Whatever the company decides to do, I mean, who has a say in any of that stuff but, investors. I do not know what Caitlyn's doing, dude. No, I'm gonna go the ward item. I mean, I could do lethal GP. I feel like it's probably healthier. You don't make as much gold. Whenever you play an 80 support, I mean, Umbral Glaive is, like, super good. You just walk around and get free ward kills. Also, Caitlyn's kind of griefing. Our mid laner's like 1 HP, though. NBA Young Herpes. Okay, bro. No shit, my Ignite's too far away. Shave some beards. Yikes. Now, the High Elves are, it's... What did they say it was? It was like... Chaos, Empire... And then I think it was High Elves. Like, you're pretty far away. I was talking to a guy in a gaming store. A really nice dude. He plays Old World as well. And, he plays Beastmen and he plays Wood Elves. And I'm like, man, you're going to be waiting 30 years or whatever for that army. Or for those armies, I should say. Because those are, like, dead last. Like, the Beastmen and the Wood Elves are part of the main narrative, but they're very, very unpopular. Like, easily the least popular armies in, like, Old World. At least the Beastmen, like, in my opinion. But statistically, it may be different, but they're kind of like an oddball... It's a lot of work to get things ready. Like, I don't think they're actually... Right now, I feel like they're ramping up armies. Like, they just released the Dwarves, and they just announced the Chaos. Right? Like, that's great. I'd say that's pretty good. You don't want to, You don't want to, like, oversaturate stuff, right? Because then you don't get people spending money. You kind of want to, like, release this, release that, release here and there. Like, there's so many other things going on, too. Chaos is next. Like, they need to space out their releases so they've got people buying them, right? If you release everything all at once, well, you've also got money, you know, like, hey, I want to do this and that, but, like, maybe I can't, right? So instead, you bring out one army, and it's also just because they have the space for it and they're ready, you know, to store it and whatnot. So I would imagine that's it. It's like manpower and just giving people a breather for, like, releases. Yo, Caitlyn has R, but he's not ulting. Nobody's ulting. I've played all the Warhammer games, yeah. What am I supposed to buy here? You know what? Celestial. I'm just gonna go, like, off Gangplank. Wonder if IBG's any good, but maybe not.
Oh, look! A happy little barrel! more thunder to add to the pile. Yara.
NRF. Thank you, buddy. Played in some Darktide was kind of a failure. I feel like Darktide just wasn't really... Darktide had the flavor of 40k, but it had no soul. It felt like a very, like, you know, sticking to 40k, hey, it doesn't need a soul, but, like, it really just felt kind of, yeah, there's not enough content, but, like, even the characters, like, the reason Vermintide was so good is because it also had characters you could kind of, like, get behind, whereas everyone in Darktide's a nobody, which, again, the way they set the game up, it makes sense. You're a bunch of criminals. Your job's to go in and, like, die for the Emperor, right? Like, get it done, maybe you'll be redeemed. Ow. Like, they made it work, but there's so much more charm and love and heart behind Vermintide than there is Darktide. And again, it's a 40k game, everything is miserable, like, we get it. But, yeah, there's just more to Vermintide. And it's not even that the game's been out for so long, so no shit, there's more content, but, like, just the way it was set up. It's just a group of, like, you know, miscreants kind of together, doing the best they can to stop the end times, which... Yikes. Black Cleaver's not good. Yeah, I don't know. Vermintide never... or Darktide never stuck with me. I'm not really a fan of Darktide. The number one thing I want to see in one of these Horde games is I want to see green skins. Like, we keep getting, like, Skaven is a great enemy, you know, what do they do in Darktide? Chaos, that's kind of boring. Chaos is like your very typical, I'm a zombie, but I'm not. I'm sick of seeing Chaos. I'd love to see green skins, I'd love to see first-person Tyranids, I'd love to see, like... How about, I don't know... IBG going off. Just, like, you can have... the easiest thing to do when it comes to enemies is just make it Nurgle. Make it Nurgle, make it a Poxwalker, make it like a diseased, disgusting, worthless creature, and you just kill it, and it's worth nothing. Right? Like... I guess the whole plague idea and, you know, having actual, like, dribble enemies, very, like, low-tier garbage... makes sense, but it just feels like it's been done so much, you know? Yikes. It's just an easy thing to do. It's like, if you release Tzeentch, like, I don't think there's a Chaos God that has lower dribble than Nurgle. Nurgle's got, like, again, the Poxwalkers, the generic infected loser nobodies. Like, what would be lower than that? Like, frothing cultists from Khorne or weirdo Tzeentch things? In the novels, Tzeentch is really cool. Because in the novels, they've got, like... Think of, John Carpenter's The Thing. That's a lot of your cultists. A lot of weird, you know, mutations and multiple eyes and tons of legs. Like, just disgusting creatures. And, that would be cool to see. Fuck. Okay. What am I even buying now? I'm playing support Gangplank. What the fuck do I buy? Maybe just full lethal, flat. I'm not playing Space Marine. Not on release. Holy moly, we have a cringe comp. But we got a cringe-ass comp. I'm griefing. I actually grief that. Maybe I should go Maw. I can basically be some weird pseudo off-tank frontliner. I think I'll do Maw. It wasn't even me opening them, it was my girlfriend's stuff. It's not my hobby. Oh, he healed from Triumph. All she wrote. Bro, we have so many obnoxious abilities. What the fuck? How do you even escape that? You got a Gangplank ult, you got Xerath, you got Caitlyn. I got slows on my fucking Q. Try Baron. Caitlyn got it. Wow. What the fuck? Okay. Go Maw. I think the goal of playing this dog shit pick is to literally just be frontline. Like, you could probably go damage, but you have no gold. You have absolutely no money. This is like the broke plank build. They got anti-ward, anti-move speed. Look, how do you escape half the shit we're doing? What the fuck? Everyone's dying to a different ult. I'm ulting Sivir. This guy's getting ulted by Caitlyn. This guy's ulting fucking whoever. Jesus. Just kind of low. Yo. Well, I was supposed to play Graves, but honestly, if Gangplank works out, that's cool. We're almost at Maw. And then after Maw, you know what I'd do is go DD. And play absolute frontline, like, weird bozo time waster. Shit. I don't play TF support anymore. I just don't find it fun. Oops. This guy flashed. The fuck? Maw is 31. What would that stance? 32? That's pretty good, though. You stay alive forever. Holy moly, what the fuck are they doing? What is this? What is this? This guy's not gonna get... You're not getting Talon, bro. He's gone. Cheater champ. Never mind. This is just piss slow gaming, man. This is indeed piss slow gaming. Look at the farm of this game. You know it's fucking low and you got 128 CS, 80 carries. Oh well. Cool. Cool, bro. Yeah, this is the chiller elo. Cool. If we get support again, I'll not play Gangplank, even though it worked out.